Hey my dear lovely students, good morning to all of you. In today's video we will be starting with a new chapter, that is percentage. So let's start out the chapter, percentage. Percentage. It is an important topic from the unit comparing quantities. In the comparing quantities we had studied ratio and proportion, unitary method. Now we will study percentage, and moreover we will study profit and loss. So today what we are going to start is percentage, a very simple chapter, not very subjective. All the questions will be very easy, you all can solve it. So let's start. Percentage. Percentage is derived from the word percent. Percentage is derived from the word percent. Percent meaning per hundred. What is percentage? So percentage is derived from a word percent, which means per hundred. This is per, so here will be per. Cent means 100, per 100. And now what does this 100th part means? 100th part. 100th part. Out of 100 equal parts, each part is known as hundredth part. 100 equal parts में से हर एक पार्ट को बोलते हैं 100th part. That is 8 by 100 means 8 hundredth th. Similarly, if there will be 11 by 100, what we will write? 11 hundredth. This is the important concept. Th means, that is, if we have 100 equal parts, then out of that 100 equal parts, each part is known as that particular out of 100th part. 8 by 100 will similarly be written as 800th. 11 by 100 will be written as 1100th. The symbol for percent is, you all know, this is the symbol for percentage. This is the symbol for percentage. So in percentage, what we have to know a very important concept. अगर हमको percentage, किसी भी number को percentage में convert करना है, we will multiply it with 100, and if the number is already given in percentage and if we want to convert it into the given number, what we will do? We will remove the sign of percentage by dividing it with 100. Okay, and there is nothing much to be remembered in percentage. So let's start with the proper rule. What we can do? Suppose you will have been given fraction, that is 5 by 10. Convert it into percentage. What we will do? Percentage का साइन लगाना है, तो लगाने के लिए क्या करते हैं? मल्टीप्लाई बाई 100. और किसका साइन आ जाएगा? परसेंट का. 10 10 जा 100 and 5 10 जा 50%. Similarly, if you have 33 by 100, so what we will do? Convert it into percentage. इसको परसेंटेज में कन्वर्ट करना है. परसेंटेज का साइन लगाने के लिए क्या करते हैं? We multiply it with 100. 100 will divide 100. What we will get? 33%. So this is the way of converting fraction into percentage. Or similarly, we can convert ratio, 1:2, 5:12. Anything can be converted into percentage. As you know that what is ratio? Ratio is just a form of fraction. So 1:2 can be written as 1/2. And to convert this into percentage, we have to multiply it with 100. 2 will divide 100. 50 times 51 ja 50 and the sign will be of percentage. 5 by 12, we can write 5 by 12 into 100 and 12 will divide 100, that is 4 into 25, 4 3 is 12, 25 5 is 125 by 3 percentage, or simply we can simplify it mixed fraction or in decimal. Simply we can convert decimals in percentage to, suppose we have a number 0.5 and we have to convert it into percentage. What we will do, first of all we will convert this decimal into fraction. What will be the fraction form of this decimal? 5 by 10 multiplied by 100 and we will get percentage. 10 times 100, 5 times 50%. So let's write the steps to convert. So number 1, to convert a fraction into percentage. So हम लोग बारी बारी से पढ़ते हैं और सब में एग्जाम्पल देखेंगे. टू कन्वर्ट अ फ्रैक्शन इनटू परसेंटेज. मैंने इसका एग्जाम्पल पे आपको बताया पहले, फिर से एक बार देखें. टू कन्वर्ट अ फ्रैक्शन इनटू परसेंटेज. रूल, इन ऑर्डर टू convert a fraction into percentage, we multiply the fraction by 100 and put the percent sign. This is the rule of converting fraction into percentage. In order to convert a fraction into percentage, convert करने के लिए we multiply the fraction by 100. fraction को किससे multiply करेंगे? 100 से, and then what we do? We put the percent sign. Let's look at the example. Suppose we have 3 by 4. What we will write? We will write 3 by 4 multiply the fraction by 100 into 100 and put the percent sign, whole bracket, and put the percent sign. 4 will divide 100 how many times? 25. 25 3 is 75%. Let's take one more example. 6 by 5. Okay, what we will do? We will simply write 6 by 5 multiplied by 100 and put a percent sign over here. 5 will divide 100 how many times? 20 times, and 6 into 20 will be 120%. So this is how we convert a fraction into percentage. Now let's move on to second topic, that is to convert a percentage into fraction. In the first section we started to convert a fraction into percentage, and in the second section we are going to study how to convert a percentage into fraction. So first we will look at the rule. To convert a percentage into fraction, we divide it by 100 and remove the percent sign. क्या करते हैं, किसी भी परसेंटेज को फ्रैक्शन में कन्वर्ट करने के लिए उसको 100 से पहले डिवाइड करेंगे एंड देन वी विल रिमूव द परसेंट. Let's take example. Suppose you have been given 25%. So what we will do? We will simply write 25. We will remove the percent sign by dividing it with 100. 25 1 is 25, 25 4 is 100. So what is the fraction form? 1 by 4. Let's take one more example. Example 140%. What we will write? 140. We will remove percent with a division of 100. 0 will divide 0. 2 7s are 40 and 2 5s are 10. So 7 by 5 is our required fraction. I hope you all are getting it. If you have any doubt, kindly comment me. Let's move on to the third. This was second. In the first we started to convert a fraction into percentage. In the second we started to convert a percentage into fraction. And in the third section we are going to study percentage as ratio. Third, percentage as ratio. Every percent can be written in the form of a ratio, but first we will have to convert it into fraction, and then only we can write the fraction in the form of a ratio. A percentage can be expressed in the form of ratio by first converting the ratio percentage into fraction, and then fraction can be rewritten, फिर से लिख सकते हैं, can be rewritten as a ratio. So what have I written here? That a percentage can be expressed in the form of ratio कर सकते हैं by first converting the percentage into fraction. सबसे पहले percentage को किस में convert करना होगा? fraction. आपने पढ़ चुका है कैसे करते हैं convert, by dividing it with 100, and then fraction can be rewritten as ratio. और तब fraction को हम लोग ratio में लिख सकते हैं. ठीक है? Let's start. Example. Suppose we have given 45%. So what we will do? First of all, we will convert this percentage into fraction. So how we convert percentage into fraction? By dividing it with 100 and removing the sign of percentage. So what do we get? 5 9s are 45 and 5 20s are 100. So what do we get? 9 by 20. This is our fraction. And then fraction can be rewritten as ratio. So 9 by 20 can be rewritten as 9 ratio 20. I hope it is clear to everyone. Let's take one more example over here. Example 125%. What we will write? 125 by 100. First of all, we will convert percentage into fraction. So 25 5s are 125, 25 4s are 100, 5 by 4. And then this is the fraction. So fraction can be rewritten as ratio. So what will be the ratio? 5 ratio 4. This is our answer. I hope it is clear. Let's move on to, this was the third topic. Let's move on to fourth topic. The fourth topic is to convert ratio into percentage. To convert ratio into percentage. Okay, to convert ratio into percentage step या फिर rule. First of all, we convert the ratio. सबसे पहले रेशियो को कन्वर्ट करेंगे into fraction. First of all, we convert the ratio into fraction and then multiply the fraction and then multiply fraction by 100 to convert it into percentage. What is the rule? First of all, we convert the ratio into fraction. सबसे पहले रेशियो को किस में कन्वर्ट करते हैं? फ्रैक्शन में, एंड देन मल्टीप्लाई फ्रैक्शन बाय 100 टू कन्वर्ट इट इनटू परसेंटेज. आपने फ्रैक्शन को परसेंटेज में कैसे कन्वर्ट करना आता है वो आपने सीखा था पहले. सबसे पहले हम रेशियो को किस में लिखेंगे? फ्रैक्शन में, एंड देन वी कन्वर्ट दैट फ्रैक्शन इनटू परसेंटेज बाय मल्टीप्लाइंग इट विथ 100. It's okay. Let's take an example over here. Suppose I have a ratio 40, a ratio 25. So what will I do at the first? First of all, I'll convert this ratio into fraction. So what will be the fraction form of this ratio? 14 by 25. After that, then multiply fraction by 100. And what we do? We multiply the fraction by 100 to convert it into percentage. So which sign I can put over here? Percentage. 25 4 ja 100, 14 4 ja 56%. This is a very easy approach. Let's take one more example over here. Example 2. 8 ratio 5. So what we will do? We will first of all convert the given ratio into fraction and then multiply it with 100 and put a percent sign over here. 5 will divide 100 20 times and 20 into it 160%. This is our required answer. I hope it is clear to everyone. Now let's move on with decimal. How we can convert a percentage into decimal? To convert, this was fourth. Now we are studying fifth. To convert a given percentage into decimal. To convert a given percentage into decimal. So what we do? The rule. First of all, सबसे पहले we convert the given percentage into fraction. सबसे पहले we will convert the given percentage into fraction and then put the fraction into decimal form. What we do? First of all, we convert the given percentage into fraction. सबसे पहले percentage को किस में convert करते हैं? Fraction में, and then we convert the fraction into decimal form. To make you more clear, let's take an example. Suppose you have a given percentage that is 36%. So what we will do? We will convert the percentage into fraction, and you all know how to convert percentage into fraction by dividing it with 100 and removing the sign of percentage. So what do we get? 36 by 100. This is in the form of fraction, but what we have to find? We have to find the decimal form. So 36 by 100. 100 will divide 36. We can put a decimal 0.36. This is our answer. Let's take one more example. 135%. Again, we will convert the percentage into fraction. So 135 by 100. What we will do? Percentage has been converted into fraction, but now we have to convert the fraction into decimal form. So 135 divided by 100 can be written as ones, tens and 100. We will put a decimal over here. So what do we get? 1.35 as our answer. I hope it has been clear to everyone. Now let's move on to the next topic. This was 5. Let's move on to question number Topic 6. To convert decimal into percentage. To convert decimal into percentage. How we will convert decimal into percentage? Very easy rule. We multiply the given decimal by 100 and put the percent sign. Only this much. How we can convert decimal into percentage? First of all, we will multiply the decimal with 100 and then it is converted into percentage. That was a very simple way. Let's take an example over here. Suppose I give you a question, convert 0.8, which is in the form of decimal, into percentage. So what we have to do? We have to multiply 0.8 multiply by 100 and put a sign of percentage. I hope you all can solve it. 0.8 can be written as 8 over 10 multiplied by 100. 10 10 ja 100. 8 10 ja 80%. Very easy. Let's take one more example. Zero 0.04. So this is of the form decimal. We have to convert it into percentage. So what we will write? We will write 0.04 multiplied by 100 and put a sign of percentage. What do you get? 4 by 1's tens 100 multiplied by 100. 100 will divide 100 in one time and 4 1s are 4%. This is our required percentage form of the given decimal. I hope it is clear to everyone. Now, this was all regarding the introduction to percentage. Now let's see some more questions which are very important from percentage section. The questions are, first question, find. ऐसे बहुत सारे क्वेश्चंस एग्जाम में आएंगे. फाइंड 9% ऑफ 700. What do you do? 9% can be written as 9 by 100. What is the meaning of off? Multiplication. 700. 100 7 ja 700. 7 9 ja 63. Okay. Second. Find 8% of 5 liter. What we will do? We will convert 8% into fraction. So what we can write? 8 by 100. Of will change into multiply 5 liter. And to divide it with 100, we convert the liter into a smaller unit. 1 liter is equal to 1000 milliliter. So 5 liter can be written as 5000 milliliter. Now 8 by 100 multiplied by 5000 ml. 100 will divide 5000 how many times? 50 times. And 50 into it 400 ml. Or simply we can again write this ml into liter. So 1 ml is equal to 1 over 1000 liter. Okay, then we can write 400 ml divided by 1000. We will convert it into liter. When we divide 400 ml by 1000, what do we get? Liter. 20 will divide 20. We are left with 4 by 10 liter, which is equal to 0.4 liter. Either we can leave it here in ml or we can convert it into liter. Both the options or any of the methods will be correct. Either we can leave it into milliliter or we can convert it into liter. Okay, let's take one more example over here. The question is, what percent of 40 meter is 16 meter? The question is, what percent of 40 meter? 40 meter का क्या परसेंट है 16 मीटर? डेफिनेटली कम होगा. अगर 100 होता तो 40 होता, 100 नहीं है, 16 है, तो डेफिनेटली 100 से क्या होगा? कम होगा. अगर पूछता कि 42 कितना है या 45 या 50 कितना है, दैट वुड बी मोर. But it is asking what percent of 40 meter is 16 meter, so definitely it will be less than 100. So what we can write? What percent of 40 meter? I don't know. So let x percent of 40 meter is 16 meter. The question is asking you something and you are giving the answer. What percent of 40 meter? You don't know. So let x percent of 40 meter is 60 meter. X percent can be written as x by 100 of multiply 40 meter equal to 16 meter. I hope you all can solve it. Meter will cancel meter. One zero will cancel 1 0. 2 2 ja 4, 2 5 ja 10. 2 5 ja 10. Now we'll find the value of x. So x will be equal to 16. 5 will go and it will be multiplied, and here we have 2, so it will be in the form of division. 2 8 ja 16. So x will be 8 5 ja 40. So how much percent? 40%. I hope it is clear to everyone. Let's take one more example of this type. Example 4. What percent of 3.5 liter is 700 ml? This is the question. 3.5 liter का क्या परसेंट है 700 ml? So first thing, this is in the form of liter and this is in the form of milliliter. So both the units should be same. So what percent of 3.5 liter? You don't know. So what you can write? Let x percent of 3.5 liter is 700 ml. What does x percent means? X by 100 of multiplied 3.5 liter. What do we know? 1 liter equal to 1000 ml. So 3.5 liter will be equal to 3.5 multiplied by 1000. Decimal will go and we'll get a 10 over here. 0 will divide 0. 35 into 100. 3500 ml. X by 100 into 3500 ml is equal to 700 ml. ml will divide ml. 20 will divide 20. So what do we get? X is equal to 700. Here we have 35 will multiply, and when it will go in the right side, it will be in the form of division. So 35, 2 is 70 and 1 0. So x is equal to how much? 20. So what we can write? Hence x is equal to 20, that is 20%. So hence 20% of 3.5 liter is 700 ml. I hope it is clear to everyone. This was all from the today's video for percentage. In the upcoming class, we will look more on percentage through word problems. Do solve all the questions you get in the WhatsApp and send me your work for your attendance. And do remember to watch the complete video so that you can better understand it. So thank you all. Have a good day.